So I wrote pretty much all the details in the blog post today, and if you're interested, you can read it there as a proper breakdown, but let me quickly summarize how it went. So, as most of you that follow the blog and podcast know, we live in Donegal town, which is on the other side of Ireland, if you look from a perspective of Dublin Airport. So on Sunday we prepared for bed. Julian and Elizabeth went to bed around probably 10 o'clock in the evening, so they had about 4 hours sleep. Yeah, somebody's really annoying there, but whatever. And I wasn't that lucky. I didn't get my sleep. This night I was preparing bags and measuring stuff and making sure that the booking is done and confirmed. So eventually I didn't sleep even a little bit. So that was a sleepless night, and we had to depart Donegal town at around 2:30, the latest, and we departed it at 2:40, I believe. So it was already slightly behind. So that was a 3-hour drive to Dublin Airport, and unfortunately I was starting feeling asleep and falling behind the wheel in the first half of the drive until we reached Cavan, where I got the coffee. And with Julian together we started a live stream on TikTok to make sure that, you know, there's something that occupies my head and requires me to put attention, so I won't fall asleep for the rest of the road, and that worked, fortunately. So we got to the blue car park to leave our car. It was probably just before 6, I think about 5:45 or something like that. So we waited for the shuttle. In the meantime, I even forgot the bag when the shuttle arrived, and the driver waited for me to bring it back from the car, and we made it to the airport, I think about 6 o'clock or something. So we were already quite behind because there was about an hour and 20 minutes to our flight, and we had to go through security, etc. So before everything happened and we made it to security, it was already quite tight in time. And then my worst nightmare, well, one of the worst nightmares happened, because we got a person that was checking our luggage for fluids. A person was really strict and started picking on very small, tiny amounts and things that were questionable fluids, I would say, from my wife's cosmetics bag. So that delayed us a lot, and we were heading to the gate probably just before 7 a.m. and 7:20 was the flight, so we were already late. And on the screen we could see that the gate is closed for our flight, so that was already stressful. I was drained, really stressed about after that security checkup. And there was one more stressful thing that I was expecting, because my wife asked me to repack things to a different bag at home, which I was really doubtful about, because that bag is kind of non-standard size, and if we were unlucky to happen to find another strict person that would try to measure it or check it, it would potentially qualify for oversized bag. But you know, my wife decided that we never had any problems with that, and we decided to go with that bag anyway. And when we arrived at the gate, the nightmare came true. The lady decided to check our bag, the size, and if it fits within the, they have like a mold or something that you put the bag in. And unfortunately we couldn't squeeze it in because it was packed to the brim, so it was oversized bag, and that costed me, on top of €25 one way, €69 for oversized bag, which was ridiculous. But these are rules that are clear in the booking and whatever, so it's not like nobody is aware of that, or we were not aware of that. And that risk that we took did not pay back. So €25 each way was the additional bag that I bought anyway, and then 69 on top of that first way to Gran Canaria. So that's already €119 that luggage costed us, and I still need to figure out how to solve it on the way back. So that was stressful enough. And then when we arrived in Gran Canaria, there was another struggle when we were waiting for the car rental person to pick us up. And I won't be talking too much. I made like 3 or 4 phone calls within almost an hour that we waited for that person to finally pick us up and drive us to the car rental office to finally get the car and, I would say, breathe after all those stressful events. So that was pretty bad trip, because sleepless night, 3 hours drive, 4.5 hours flight that I couldn't sleep on, and I was hoping to get some nap there. And then obviously another thing, that 60 minutes wait when we were hungry and tired and stressed. So yeah, it was chaotic and really kind of unpleasant entry for our stay here in Gran Canaria. The rest I will probably record tomorrow. I just want to upload it. I'm not sure if I will make it. It's only 9 minutes, so thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned and see you tomorrow.